EK Reelspicy back at it again. Here we have another delusional woman that wants a man commit to her long term at a net loss. She wants a good, smart, successful man to take a bad deal. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, and I'll get into my commentary like that.
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, baby. Hold on 1 second. Z-Star. Have you been here before?
I have.
Wait, I think, girl, have you been my show like 2 times?
Okay, so it was 2 appearances, but one time was just to get a lover, and the second time was just an update.
So you got another update?
I mean, he never came back around. I've been single for like the last 8 months. So.
Yeah, you only get 2 times on the show. So I didn't put you out there. Maybe my show ain't for you, girl, if it ain't working. I mean, I can't make magic.
But listen, Kendra. But the thing is, shortly after a show, after I met one guy and I came back with the update, it was, we started dating, but my old account that I told guys to reach out to me got disabled. So I was not able to make the contacts to like get another date. So I don't know. I just wanted a second shot.
It's a third shot.
Well, no, the second time was an update because I had met someone from your show. And I came back to give an update on the success.
Okay. I think I remember now. He flew you to Chicago.
Yeah. And you were
so that's over.
Yeah.
Okay. How did that end?
Peacefully. He wanted someone more accessible, closer to him. So it really didn't work out. And I was like, well, now I don't have a second shot because my last account got deleted. So I couldn't even accept any more contacts for future dates.
Okay, this is gonna be the last time, girlfriend, and I pray. Wait, okay, let me ask you this. What are you looking for? Do you want a relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
You do? I don't remember everything. I do remember your first interview was you wanted a guy like Drake or better.
That was far-fetched. Yes, it was. But I feel like I've come down to a different reality and refined my true desires for a partnership.
Okay, let's start. What's your name again? Zarina?
It is.
Okay, Zarina, and where you calling me from, love?
I'm calling you from Texas, but I'm from Los Angeles.
Do you live in Texas?
I live in Texas, yep.
Okay. How old are you, love?
I'm 38 now.
38. What's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
And you have children, right? Or one?
I have one small child who'll be 5.
Okay, why are you not with the father again?
He chose a different lifestyle.
Okay. A different lifestyle as in?
I don't want to put his business out there, but...
Okay, well, don't listen. If you don't want to say it, then don't say it, because this is a worldwide show.
But it was mutual, beautiful ending. We are great co-parents. That's it.
Okay. What do you do, Zarina?
So at the moment, I'm just a student. I'm no longer in property management. I'm just a student, and I still paint.
How do you pay your bills?
Inheritance.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Zarina lives in Texas, 38, Scorpio, mom to a 5-year-old. Have you ever been married?
No,
never married. Is a student, and let's go. She says how she pays her bills through her inheritance. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
A serious about relationship man, someone who isn't afraid of commitment. I don't want to attract anyone who just wants to try me out or date me. I want a serious, committed, marriage-minded, family-orientated, God-following, God-fearing, God-loving man. Somebody I could pray together before we lay together.
Okay, you done changed up a lot, Serena.
Yeah, Drake was just a fantasy. Is what it is.
Okay. And also, Drake ain't nobody's husband. So, I feel like y'all, there's a lot of men who are not going to be husbands, y'all. They boyfriends for life. They baby daddies for life. And y'all be chasing boyfriends and baby daddies. Don't chase. Unless you want a boyfriend and a baby daddy for life, then that's your thing.
Nah.
But
she's not listening. See, at the end of the day, she's going to go with a Drake. As soon as the Drake shows up and gives her any attention, any type of play, any type of offer, she feels like she got a chance. She going to run with that. That's just what it is. And so that's another red flag for a guy, right, that's looking to be with her. Because again, she's good looking, and you would appeal to quite a few guys out here, right? Got to be something going on there. But a lot of women ain't gonna listen to what Kendra's saying, because that's what they chase constantly. Men who aren't husbands but want a husband, want to turn that guy into a husband, and then complain about the result later on. Let's go ahead and roll the clip though.
Drake and it doesn't even, I'm gonna be honest, it does not make sense for Drake to ever marry, to be quite honest. Why would he marry somebody? He's famous around the universe. He's worth multi-millions of dollars. He already has a son. You know, marriage just does not work in his favor. He will be able to have top tier women for the rest of his life just because of who he is. So y'all got to start learning what you want, right? And if, you know, Drake is the person you chase if you want to be on that ride of life. The excitement, like rooms that you've never been in, backstages. But if you want a husband, that should not be the guy you should be looking at.
That was a figment of a fantasy. I'm over him. Look, so over him. And I'm him out there, especially more deeply connected men who follow God. Like, I'm over it. I'm so over Drake. I don't even want to talk about him.
Well, he followed God. He got a song called God's Plan. Not for Drake. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is I cannot say an ex-con, but like some crimes I can't deal with. Some crimes I need a bad hygiene will get you nowhere with me. Cannot come with me. Bad hygiene, anger management is necessary. I cannot have no angry, unhealed man who just had a relationship last month type energy. No sex addicts. I don't believe that any sex addict can be loyal or faithful or monogamous. No white American men. White foreign men, yes, but not white American men. I will no longer date white American men. No men with over 2 children, 2 max. Father of 2 and under.
Father and 2. So 2 kids max. Okay.
2 children.
Anything else?
No. I don't want no gangbangers. I don't want no men who are still actively gangbanging after the age of 30. I can't.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I would love a healthy, muscular. My preference used to be really, really dark skin, but now I'm flexible. I just want you to be healthy with good skin, clear.
How was your preference, just not to bring Drake back up? Why was your preference dark skin and you wanted Drake? He's light skinned.
But he sound dark skinned and he act dark skinned.
How does dark skin sound and act?
A lot of women don't even know how dumb that sounds, though.
But he sound dark skinned and he act dark skinned.
How does dark skin sound and act?
Something like baritone, swag, black. Like you just have a black sound. Like black men have a certain sound that's I can't really fully look at it. It's just to me. If I never saw that man's face, I would have thought he was a tall, dark-skinned, thin man, honestly. That's my preference, but his image, even if he was a dark-skinned man, I think he would be very handsome. So his look is still appeasing. The nice beard, the facial structure, he's a handsome guy. And I think that if he was burnt chocolate, he would still be fine in the face.
He'll be still fine? Okay, that was just my clarity. All right, Zarina, does a guy have to make a certain amount of money?
Definitely. A man that qualifies for someone like me needs to be making more than $70K.
What do you mean qualifies for someone like you?
Because I'm a caretaker woman. I caretake from the scalp to the toes. I like big things. I come from Beverly Hills, California, so I'm already aware and I'm already privy to a lot of luxuries in life. I have my passport. I want a man who can travel, who can afford the time and the money to travel, because that's on my bucket list, and I want my partner to be able to come with me, ride with me. 70K minimum, especially if you have 2 children. 70K, that's really not that much, I feel like, for a man who can.
I think the problem is a lot of women are entitled, and as you saw, she explained that she's going to school. She doesn't have a job. She has an inheritance, which, okay, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with getting an inheritance. Shit. I know a lot of people would love to get an inheritance. That should make life easier. But what we find out often is a lot of women, they haven't yet to attain that level, but they want a man who already has been there and done that. And they have that as a minimum requirement on top of many other requirements. Okay, well, again, what is making a man get with you? You want somebody serious, but it doesn't seem like you're very serious. These are things that has to reach a lot of these women, right? They just can't, for the life of them, understand why they stay single.
Yeah.
I want to say this. So fair enough. So you make more than 70K?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. It's in the plans.
Okay, but I want to get clarity because you said for a man that qualifies like you, you're from Beverly Hills, you're used to this wonderful lifestyle. Then one would say, why didn't you lock down one of those men if that's the case, if that was your environment, why haven't you locked down one of those guys that you're used to?
Well, I'm used to the lifestyle just from my family, not from a man giving it to me. So I've had it myself, my family, we come from money, we come from Black excellence. So that's just what I'm used to. I'm used to home ownership. I'm used to, people buying cars like it's nothing. It's just that, like, that's what I come from. And I would like to have that with my partner because I've been there taking care of a man before. I've accepted men who have nothing and they just come bring me down and drag me through mud, and I can't accept that anymore.
So I asked you, do you make 70K? You said not yet, but you have an inheritance. Does that allow you to live the lifestyle that you just described?
No, it doesn't. It takes care of just basic things.
So is it fair to say, I'm not negating where you came from, that's not your current reality? Like, you're not that privileged woman anymore?
So I'm not her at the moment, but I want to get back to that. I've had it, lost it, had it, and now I'm going into a direction to obtain it and keep it on my own. So,
to me, the biggest part of this is if you're used to that and that's something that you are worthy of and that's all you've had, where are those guys now? What did those guys get for all their generosity? Why are you always single and you're back on the streets again?
I've had it, like I said, growing up, I've had it. Then having some lovers who were blessed enough to be able to have it to do that for me was nice. And ever since you've had, like, when you have someone who's so far up, who brings you up in life, it's hard to settle for people who bring you down. I hope that makes sense.
So what's crazy about this is, I mean, does she hear herself? Here's the thing. So far, what she's communicated is that she has never done it on her own. She's had it, she's lost it, mainly because someone else has done it for her. And those people that have done it for her are no longer around. But she's worried about someone else bringing her down if they're not at a certain level. She's not worried about her bringing down the men that constantly help her out and elevate her.
But
I get the mindset behind it. I think that what happens is there's a lot of women who had a chance to date wealthy men, right? Or have sex with. How about that? Have sex with wealthy men. I only be using celebrities, child, because if I use a celebrity, everybody's gonna know. But this is not a negative tone because I know her in real life and I adore her. But Princess Love once dated Floyd Mayweather. She was a girl that dated him. But when she decided she wanted to become a wife, she ended up dating somebody less. I wouldn't say less than, but not as rich. Ooh, child, I know all these people, so I'm trying to be careful with my words. But she ended up marrying Ray J because Floyd Mayweather was never going to be a husband. So I say this to say, sometimes women sleep with men of a certain degree, but that man was never your man, was never trying to be a husband. So now you keep this man as your standard, I would say, but that was never a relationship. That was just someone you could have slept with or took you nice out on a fancy date. Your relationship standard might be a different pool of men. A lot of times it is a different pool of men.
Well, I hear you on that, but
Great
from what
point.
I've had the last serious men that I've had in long-term, real deep relationships were up there. I've experienced both, men with and without, and I just prefer and now require someone who can do the with, because I'm just tired of being with the ones who are without. I just can't afford it anymore.
Okay, she can't afford it anymore. So let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
And you know what? That's what a lot of men are coming to as well. They can't afford dealing with women who are entitled, self-centered women. Not even just money, their sanity.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
Okay. You have a nice shade.
Thank you. I'm all right. And I work out, so that's why I want a fit man too, because I would love a workout partner. I need a man who can meet me in the gym.
Okay. A man that can meet you in the gym. When was the last relationship, Zarina?
When was it?
Yes.
It was a short-lived relationship in March, this past March. I ended a relationship.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. So are you on a celibacy journey right now?
Definitely, until I can become that man to take. I'm trying to be my sugar daddy. I'm trying to be my sugar daddy. So once I'm done with my studies, I will have time to be able to go have fun, but I'm sacrificing to focus.
But you are on my show to meet somebody now, though, correct?
Yeah, I would love to date someone until we can, until copulation is available. I'll be finished with school next month, so.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Serena?
Physically, mentally, or spiritually? Which way?
However you want to answer it, just give me 3.
Okay. Physically, it's my figure, which I'm working on that. My health. I love fried chicken and all that, and I can sit down and get fat real quick because I can cook. I'll be cooking. I'm cooking right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna burn it again because I'm.
Yeah, I remember the first episode you was cooking too.
I'm cooking right now. I need to make sure. Okay, but okay. So physically, I'm working on my figure. I do not want a BBL. I'm a gym girl. So physically, my figure. I got a little gut, little pudge, and I'm working on bodybuilding. Physically, my smile. I'm at the age where teeth issues are happening, and so I'm doing some work on that. I'm working on that though. And then another physical flaw. Ooh, I can't even find a third one. But okay, outside of physical, I'll say my anger. Like, I'm one of those people, sometimes I'll overthink, and then I'll end up, what's the word? Assuming out of anger, think something is what it's not, delusionality or whatever. Mental health. Let's just polish up on all the mental health.
Okay, so let's talk more about that, please.
All right, so Serena, what's the age range you would date? You're 38.
So I will go from 37 to 57.
You would go older.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go all the way? So 57, do you want someone that age?
I wouldn't mind it, especially if they're black or mixed. They typically look very good for their age.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
I would love them, but I can't have any more babies. So.
Okay, so he should already have children if he wants them.
That's why I want him to have his out his way, because I can't conceive. I'm loyal to a fault. So if I commit, I'm in it. There's no divorcing. And I want him to know that if you step to me in your marriage, there's no divorcing. It's the casket, not the basket. The casket, baby.
How could the guy reach out to you?
My email.
Give it to them.
Zarina, Zarina, newman@gmail.
You created a Gmail just for this moment?
No, ma'am. That's just my name.
So your email again is Zarina Newman?
Yes, that's my last name.
Why is that your email?
Because that's my name.
Newman?
I can show you my passport. That's my name.
Your last name is Newman.
Yeah. That's
Newman.
That is funny. I thought it was like
Kendra be cracking me up, man. I'm not gonna say that her requirements are super crazy, like some of these other women saying you gotta make over 100K or 200K. 70K ain't a crazy amount, so I'll give her that. And she did list some flaws. I'll give her that. But I think overall, what a guy is seeing in a lot of women is, okay, you look good. The looks are there. It's on point. The body is good. But then, how does she get along with a man? How does she accept accountability? How does she work with the men in her life? How does she treat them? Like she talked about her anger issues. So like with conflict management, how is she arguing with you, right? How does she communicate when she's upset? Is she real disrespectful? She wants commitment for life. That's what she says she'll give. Are you somebody that a man would want to be with long term? And I think a lot of men are weighing their options more than ever. And women ask, well, why can't she have her preferences? Nothing wrong with preferences. Just you have to be honest with yourself and realize that the men you're seeking have a ton of options. You want men not only to have and display elite traits, but you want that man to settle for a woman that doesn't know how to or care how to be of value to a man. You can't say pickings are slim with good men and then try to act like you don't need to compete or bring your best self for a monogamous relationship, one that you mostly desire. I think many of the issues men have with women, those with hyper-consumerism, it's because usually there's some type of depression in there somewhere. She has some kind of discontent with her life in general and seek external things to make her happy, which will truly never really make her happy. You could be going in circles trying to make her happy and she's just not capable. This can drain a man, not only in his wallet, but psychologically. But let's get to these comments. Trust me, they're on her head. Becky says, I thought we left the Delulus in 2023. I thought we did too. I thought we did too, Becky. But honestly, unfortunately, as delusional as she may be, she's nowhere near as delusional as some of these others. And that's the crazy part. Somehow, though, I think she's not being truthful on many of her requirements, her new requirements, since being humble. She wanted to come off as modest, like she's lowered some of her requirements. But as I said, as soon as someone else comes along that she really wants, she's on to the next one. Right now, she just sees the writing on the wall, and she's getting a little bit desperate. Many women like her fall right back into their old habits. Here's a comment on Instagram, Sincerely Sinclair, and they say, 2024, can we just say what we want and don't try to dress it up with frivolous gibberish? Ma'am, you want a committed trick, just say it. Hey, Sinclair, I totally agree, man. This really be it right here most of the time. Women just want guys who are tricks and let them get over on them, and simps who think they can do no wrong. What's crazy is somehow a successful, strong alpha male is nowhere near the sucker that they seek. And on YouTube, Chance the Ex-Chief says, fellas, don't fall for the Chameleon Act. When people tell you who they are, believe them the first time. That's real talk right there. I say this all the time. The Chameleon Act is widely used to lure men in until it's too late. Until it's too late. And that's why it's important and imperative that men vet it all. Don't beat around the bush, get straight to the point. Find out if they really, truly are there for you and have the right intentions for you. The next comment is with NMM Boy. Her saying she's over Drake is like someone saying they're over winning the lottery. The chances are slim anyway. Exactly. Trust me, this is one of her phantom options that she used against so many men. And she probably overlooked a lot of good men looking for that lottery ticket. And you could trust she didn't give it up that easily. And on to the last comment with the Lessons 3768. They say, we consistently see women ready for marriage after their fertility window is almost closed. She's 38 and wants marriage. The past men got her best years, and now, fellas, you can step up and have what's left. Ain't that the truth? Many women continue to overlook this aspect of what men want. You could add this to the list of many things women who are over 35 have to compete with in order to find long-term relationships. But that's what they think. What do you think? Like, share, subscribe, hit those comments. Happy New Year. And like that, until next time, be easy. Gone.